your name? Nothing's wrong with my name. Alright. Would a double hatchery be beneficial? Well, if they're able to contain you on one base somehow, like a cannon rush or something, maybe a double hatchery, but there are very few situations in which a double hatchery is beneficial until, like, you have more than 60 drones. So, just FYI. I'm going to go for the 1-gate expand here. This is another really safe map where you can get the expo up very early. So. Remember, guys, check out my YouTube guides. Some of these games today will be going on YouTube as well. I've also got some high-level guides I'm putting out with top GM games as well. So if you're Diamond or Masters, you might get something out of those. If you're below that, you might get something out of these. But hopefully we got something for everyone. But thank you guys for watching tonight. Alright, I'm getting my Cyber Core and the gases as well. We see he has gas. He's gone for the early expansion, which means no early pressure will be coming out. But yeah, he's chasing it down. He doesn't want to get cannon rushed or anything, but it's not too big of a risk. I've got the 2 gases because I get the gases kind of late in general. Alright. He's going to have the gas for speed or roaches. It doesn't matter too much. I'm going to be getting my Mothership Core ASAP. Do a little bit of micro here if he's going to keep chasing me. But my first priority is going to be that Mothership Core in just a moment. Oh, he's chasing me with the Lings. It's a bit of a mistake. I'm just going to go back in. Try to get a scout on whether he's going for Zergling speed. I should be able to kill this drone. Does he have Zergling speed on the way? You can see this spawning pool starting to twitch here, which gives you an indication. Okay, stop being so fast. It's annoying me. Well, from this point, I'm going to go with the safest option. I'm just going to get a Stalker to kill this guy. I'm going to get a Robotics, which is just, if you don't know what to get, a Robo's not a bad choice. I'm going to make sure this Adept is on hold position where I won't actually lose it. I'm going to get a gate back here. And we're just spending our money. Against Zerg, a lot of the time, players are like, I can't expand, I can't figure it out. Well, probably because you're banking up a lot of money and not making gateways in a timely manner. That's one of the big ones. Alright, I'm going to get behind the Overlord, then attack it, so I can make sure it goes in the direction I want. Chrono boost out the warp gate a bit. Getting the gases. Another basic building is just the forge as well. I'm just getting the most generic, safe transition. We're not going for any sort of hardcore build. We don't need to. We don't need to. Just make sure I spend my money. I've got Warp Gate done. Let's Chrono the Robo. I'm going to Chrono the Forge when that's finishing. But once again, just sit back and play it safe. I'm going to get 2 Observers. He did make a decent chunk of early Zerglings. Maybe I look for a 3rd base, maybe not. I don't know yet. But all the buildings, like tech buildings in general, are usually what you want to sink your Chrono Boost into. Over like gateways or anything like that, obviously. Alright, I'm going to get an Immortal now after 2 Observers. That should be enough to keep me defended and give me the scouting information I want. Pretty soon in here is when you start thinking about maybe I want to go for another base. Maybe a 3rd base. We'll see what he has. He has a 3rd base, but no drones there. So I think I can go down this ramp. I'm a little bit supply blocked as well. I can go down this ramp and take a base. He's getting a lair. Looks like he's heavy into those roaches. He's got double Evo, but he's not upgrading yet, and he's getting the lair. So we can get a very good idea of what he wants. If he's going for roaches, I'm going to go for disruptors. Roaches and Ravagers are pretty countered by Disruptors. I'm going to keep getting Immortals till that point. A Twilight Council is something I see in my near future as well. These Observers don't need to be in the same spot. I'm actually just going to have one outside my base. Give me a little bit of prior warning, just in case. Oh, yeah, Disruptors are a solid counter to Roaches and Ravagers. The big thing I want to be watching out for is if he does a transition into Mutalisk, probably. There's not too much else that can do real damage. I'm going to make sure I have these gateways up. You don't want to be low on the gate count. And a very important part of this is you hotkey your Disruptors separately. That's the big thing. A lot of players will just use the Celestial Army hotkey. If you use the Celestial Army hotkey, you're never going to get the Disruptor hits you want, or you're going to get the Disruptor hits you want, and you're not going to be able to control the rest of your army. So lesson 1. If you use the Celestial Army hotkey, it's not going to work. So you got to have those on a different hotkey. So many players will just use it like... The thing is, sentries take priority in spellcasting over Disruptors, so it makes it very difficult to shoot the Disruptors off well, and also do other things at the same time. I'm just going to go for the Adept Attack Speed. That's a good basic one if you're facing a ground army. I'm going to use a Hallucination to make sure he's not transitioning. I've got plenty of probes over here to transfer. I don't need to make too many more probes here. I'll get the gases. But yeah, we're keeping up. I could kill this Overlord. I don't know why I wasn't. But from here... Wait, did I lose it? I'm going to take another look. I have enough sentries to pretty much continually send out hallucinations. There's no reason not to take advantage of that. I like to hotkey my Disruptors on 3, with my army on 1. 2 is my Mothership Core. So that's what's on that hotkey. The Mothership Core is another unit you should keep separate. But it looks like he's got a pretty big Roach attack lining up here. But I'm looking around for maybe like a Hive or for a Spire. I'm going to take down the rocks on this side so I can maybe expand soon. Now, I could go for the... I'm just going to get a Dark Shrine here. That's mostly for Archons, but it never hurts to have DTs, right? If he happens to get into a fight without Overseers, well, you pretty much already went off of that. There you go. Oh, yeah, we're working on 4 or 5 Disruptors is about sufficient. Looks like he wants another base as well. I need to get some more pylons here. Alright, I'm going to get my base. We've got the pylons coming up. I don't have a warp. I'm actually just going to go for a Warp Prism next, because I plan to attack. He's probably going to take... Oh! Is he getting... No, he's getting Ravagers here. But I'm going to actually get a second in the way of Robos, so I can make all these Robo units I want, because obviously I'm going to want them. I'm trying not to get too many spellcasters, but just instead focus on that meaty army composition. A few Disruptor hits, you chunk through, and then, yeah, I'm going to go for Warp Prism speed, because why not? Get my upgrades, because why not? Get this base hotkeyed. I've got a Dark Shrine, because why not? He's moving towards this base. I'm going to move the Warp Prism out. The best way to do damage is with a Warp Prism on one side and an attack on the other. I'm just going to warp in some Archons here. Even if he doesn't have detection, Archons are really good on their own, so... Thank you, Oompa Loompa Khan. Welcome back. 12 months in a row. Thank you for that. But, yeah, he wants to take this base. So what I'm going to do, I have vision with my Observer. That's a big deal. I'm going to warp in DTs on this side to just take out this base outright. And that's going to move his army out of position. I'm going to wait till my army is almost right here, and then I'm going to start attacking this with the DTs. And we're just going to go for it. I should be able to get it. I'm going to move the Warp Prism into the main base. There goes his army. Oh, he's actually only taking a little bit back here. This is a mistake. but we can throw some disruptor shots out. And there you go. Did he not take down the rocks over here? Because his pathing was really screwed up. No, he took down the rocks. He just took a weird pathing to get there. But GG. Just a 1-2 punch there. And just throw a few disruptor shots out. Nothing crazy.
Game ended.
I built the meat army.
Replay saved.
I only casted about 3 spells there. That guy was golden. But yeah, you don't need too overwhelmingly much APM. I could have done with a lot less APM there, as you can see. I had 127. I'm trying to tone it down a little. I was actually supply blocked. I always get supply blocked for so long, no matter what level I'm playing, so. But yeah, just building an army and having maybe a couple units you focus on controlling. You don't need to get too crazy, like, I don't need 2 warp prisms and Templar for Storm and Templar in the warp prism. I'm controlling disruptors and sentries and warp like, no. You don't need all of that. You just need an army, you need to spend your money, and that's it.